Hey everybody, Brian Garcia, meteorologist, National Weather Service, San Francisco Bay Area. It's going to get windy and dry this weekend. As such, we do have a high wind watch out right now, which covers pretty much the entire Bay Area and almost our entire service area. And that's out for Sunday 4 p.m. through Monday 10 a.m. You can find these on our webpage at weather.gov/Bay Area or follow us on the social medias at NWS Bay Area. With that wind and dry fuels and plummeting relative humidities, we also have a red flag warning now in place for Sunday into Tuesday. So that's going to cover all of those and critical fire weather conditions. So what does this all look like? Well, let's hop over here and take a look at a model and see what it looks like. So we're just going to fast forward right into Sunday here. As we get into Sunday, the left panel here, this is all what we say 925 millibar winds. So that's, think ridge line. So 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 feet up, somewhere in there. These are the winds that are going to come across there. We typically look at this for potential for gusts across the mountains. So in the right panel, you also have relative humidity. So how dry is the air going to get at the surface? That's surface relative humidity. So as we go into Sunday, by 5 a.m., you're already seeing some winds up in the mountains of North Bay in the upwards of 20 mile per hour range. By the time we get into later hours on Sunday, it's already blowing at the 30-35 mile per hour range. So it's already starting to get windy and we haven't even hit the peak yet. And you can also see those relative humidities starting to drop down. Relative humidities really take a plummet by the time we get into Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening as those winds really crank up. By 8 p.m. Sunday, we're really seeing those winds start to crank across North Bay. These are some potential gusts that we're looking at, 60, potentially even 70 miles per hour. In higher resolution models, there are some places that are even going a little bit higher. So we could see some very, very isolated gusts into the 80, 90 mile per hour range across portions of North Bay. It's all coming out of the northeast, heading down towards the southwest. Relative humidities continue to plummet as the winds continue across the area. You can see here that the winds pull back a little bit, but we're still talking 35, 40 mile per hour gusts across a lot of the Bay Area. That's going to continue right on into the early Monday morning hours before things really kind of start to pull back. But those relative humidities are very, very dry. By the time we get into Monday afternoon, look at those relative humidities. We're seeing single-digit relative humidities across the entire San Francisco Bay Area. And the winds are still lingering out there just a little bit. So all of that together, that's the reason we have our red flag warning all the way down to the coast. Dry, relative humidities almost to nothing, single digits, breezy winds. You could put a puff of wind with relative humidities that low and dry fuels, and it's going to take a fire and run with it. And the very dry fuels, critically dry this time of year. So as such, we want you to have it in your head for wind safety. Secure loose objects. Don't let things blow around. This is just general wind safety. Use caution when driving high profile vehicles. Very dangerous. And of course, please don't be the spark that starts a fire and gets in those winds and dry conditions and really starts to run. Don't have those outdoor fires. If you're towing something, please suck up those chains on the trailer so they're not sparking on the ground. If you smoke, don't throw your cigarette butts out the window, please. All of those general safety tips, please be very careful. Here are some infographics. If you want to take these, take a screenshot, whatever, or go to weather.gov/wind, pull these off, share them on your social media accounts, please do so. It talks about all of those safety tips that I was just kind of going over. And with that, I will say, please make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of your pets, and by all means, be good to each other. Take care, everybody.